Good morning, everybody. It's Lori here. I'm getting ready to make a homemade vegan queso dip that with the base is made from raw cashews. I get my raw cashews in bulk from Whole Foods. And right now I'm soaking, this is, you can make a batch small using a half a cup of cashews, but I'm starting actually with 2 cups of cashews because I'm going to make a huge batch of this because my family really loves it and it will go really, really quickly. So what I'm doing right now is I've got 2 cups of cashews soaking in water, and I'm going to soak this for 2 hours. After that, I will come back and I will start blending up all the ingredients, and I'll have all the ingredients out to show you what I've got. So I will be back. All right, everybody, I'm back here. Don't mind my mess. I've got going on here, trying to get some things ready. My cashews are soaked and ready to be drained and rinsed. This is what's going to go into, first of all, what goes into making a basic gooey cheese would be the cashews, apple cider vinegar. This is tapioca starch or tapioca flour, water, little salt, little garlic, and then you can add to your own spices however you wish to do that. But for the queso, I'm going to make up in my Vitamix the basic gooey mozzarella cheese mixture, plus I'm going to add jalapeno, red bell pepper, and onion after I get it all mixed up. And these are the spices that I have used in my queso. There's cumin, chili powder, tiny bit of red, what is it? Ground cayenne, very tiny bit, that's to flavor. I've got, let's see, garlic, salt, pepper, paprika, and something else. What do I have here? Chili powder, paprika, red chili, salt, pepper, garlic, cumin, onion powder. That's it. Anyway, that's to taste. I will add that after I mix it and start putting it all in the bowl together, and I'll just add it in as I go. Just wanted you to see it. But the red chili you have to be really careful about because it gets really spicy. Also, I put quite a bit of jalapeno in mine. I like spicy. If you don't like spicy, you can leave the jalapeno out or just add very little. Dice it smaller just to give it a little kick, but you don't need to have as much as I put in. But anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get my Vitamix and get started. I'll be right back. Okay, in here I have my soaked raw cashews that I've rinsed, and I've added, so it's 2 cups of cashews, and it's like 4 cups of water. It's supposed to be 4 cups of water. I actually put like 3¼ cups of water in because I started getting a little high, and I was like, well, I'll just add more water to the mixture after I get it into the pan, which is no big deal. I usually add more water to change the consistency anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and oh, I also had forgotten that I had put red pepper flakes in my mixture last time. So I'm going to go ahead and dump this. This is the tapioca flour or starch. It's about 1/2 cup. I've measured it out already because this is a large batch. Okay, that, and I'm kind of trying to do this with my hands holding this. It's just kind of funny. I'm going to grab this little thing here real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do about 3 tablespoons of this apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to measure it out here real quick. I should have measured it out already. I can always add more if I don't feel like the flavor is enough. This just kind of gives the cheese that little bite that cheese has. And yeah, everything else I'm going to add once I get this all mixed up and have it in the saucepan. So I'm going to put the lid on, get all this all ground up real good. I hope it's on tight. Okay. I love my Vitamix. I don't know if you guys have ever used one, but it like pulverizes everything. So I'm going to get this all blended up. I've got a pot on the stove ready to go. You notice I didn't add any spices yet. I'm going to wait and add those as I go. I will do that. All right, now I've gotten the cashew and the tapioca starch and water blended together and poured into this pot, which I have on the stove at a medium heat. I'll continue to stir this until it becomes it'll start getting like clumpy, and then all of a sudden it'll get gooey. It takes about 5 minutes, so I'm not gonna sit here and stir it the whole time, but I will be back after it starts to get some thick consistency going, and then I'll start adding my goodies into it. Okay, it just constant stirring so that it doesn't stick or burn at a low to low medium heat. Okay guys, trying to do this one-handed. I'm starting to notice that it's starting to get a little bit of clumps stirring up in it, so I wanted to get you guys to see. You can see them. Maybe you can see them, it's hard to tell. But as I'm stirring, it's starting to get a little clumpy, which is good. That means it's on its way to getting thick and gooey and creamy, like a melty mozzarella type stuff. You see the clumps starting to form in it? Yeah, and pretty soon it's gonna get really clumpy, and then all of a sudden it'll just turn into this gooey mass, which is awesome. So this right here, and with some salt and pepper or garlic or whatever, which I haven't added yet, is a really good basic, just melty mozzarella type dip. It's the same stuff that I used on my pizza topping yesterday. It's starting to get thicker here, as you can see. And this is probably going to be a little bit thicker consistency than I want for my queso, which, because I didn't add quite as much water to the Vitamix because it was already pretty full because I made such a big, like a quadruple recipe. Usually it's a half a cup of cashews to a half a cup, or to a cup of water, and I did 2 cups of cashews, so I'm definitely making a large batch here. My pan keeps moving on me trying to do this one-handed. Sorry guys. I'm not really set up to do these kind of tutorials. Just thought I'd share it because it turned out so good and people just loved it so much. But okay, we're getting gooey here. I'm gonna get some more water and I will be back. Okay, I just poured in about half a cup of water and the diced vegetables that I had here, the jalapeno and the red pepper and the onion, and I'm gonna stir this in. This still doesn't have any of the spices into it yet. I have my spices measured out pretty much how I think I'm gonna like them, and then I'll just go by taste and add more if I want to. But this, yeah, this extra little bit of water I put in so far seems to be the right consistency. I might want to make it a little bit runnier because this is more of a queso, not a, well, yeah, I don't know, that looks pretty good. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm gonna dump these spices in real quick that I have measured out already. And I did add the red pepper flakes to it because I like red pepper flakes. I like spice. I like heat. Give me the heat. So I'm going to stir all this in. I think I'm going to end up adding a little bit more water. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to add probably another half a cup of water, and I'll come back when this is finished and let you know. Okay, everybody, well, here it is. And what I ended up doing is I did end up adding that extra water. I also ended up pretty much doubling all the spices except for the cayenne pepper and the chili flakes, or the red chili flakes. But everything else I pretty much doubled. The garlic, the cumin, the chili powder, the paprika, salt and pepper. And I did add a little bit more vinegar to it. And it is really tasty now. I do like spice. The spices are totally spice to taste. I'm going to taste that. Oh man, doesn't that look so good? Those chunks. And I'm going to let this cook on low, coming back and stirring it every few minutes for probably about another half hour to get these veggies cooked in there real good. And then what I'll do, I'm going to taste this real quick. Oh, that's so good. I could use a little more heat, but since it's not just me eating it, I think this is probably really good right now. But what you do after this, after I'm going to let it cook for a little while, you can put it in containers with lids on them, and you can either refrigerate it for 3 or 4 days, or you can freeze it. It heats up again by putting it back in a pan and putting it on low heat, and as it starts to thin down, you can add a little bit of water if it's thickened up, because the tapioca starch will thicken it up, but it's no big deal and it heats up really nice. You just have to stir it consistently while you're doing it and heat it on a low setting, and it's good to go. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you try it, and I hope you love it. Go vegan.